Nerdrotic.com.
Zachary Levi just responded to somebody on Twitter about Shazam not leading to anything. And he just says this, not going to lead to anything. Says who? That literally happened 8 minutes ago.
Says James Gunn when he cancels absolutely everything when Superman Legacy comes out. When Superman Legacy comes out, all this shit's done. They're all gone. They're all gone. They're just playing nice right now because they have this lame duck franchise with all these shit movies that are going to fail. Flash has to make $1 billion. It's it's probably Warner Brothers' most expensive movie ever made, and that comes from people in the know, and because it's been reshot to hell. So yeah, he's gonna cancel everything.
What was in the post-credit scene? What was that?
It was it was a connection.
James Gunn's wife. James Gunn's wife.
Justice Society.
So not Shazam continuation.
It was Shazam connected to Peacemaker and Justice Society.
Ryan's got something.
So it's true that they haven't made any absolute declaration of, hey, this isn't going to happen, right? Shazam is done in the DC. They haven't come out and said anything. I think that's kind of what Zachary Levi is saying. It's like it's not out of the question, but I will show you this. This is pretty straight up from David Sandberg, the director. This was back in February. Someone asked, hey, David, I don't feel like watching the movie because the drama happened at DC. It's just killing the vibe of the film. There's a lot of uncertainty about DC's future. Just give us an answer whether Shazam will have a role in the future of the DCU. This is the director saying he definitely won't if people don't go see the movie. What I've been told is there's nothing in Shazam films that contradict future plans. So the best possibility, if you want more Shazam, is to go see the film. Unfortunately for them, with the Thursday previews and the numbers that are projected, this movie probably won't make $300 million worldwide.
Wow.
That's what we're looking at. Right? Like, again, it's just the first Thursday of the first weekend. But if it pans out that way and they don't even hit that $35 million mark, they're looking at a $30 million opening weekend. Yeah, you're looking at something that globally might not even touch 300 million.
And you're right.
Well,
and these are also the same guys. These are the same guys who said we're really interested in Ben Affleck. We talked about it earlier before you got here, Odin. Ben Affleck's really interested in we'll get him in to direct a project, and he comes out yesterday and says, nope, not interested, and I'm in Flash for 5 minutes. Yeah. So what this is
also Shazam 2, it's Thursday, $3 million is $2 million less than what the original one was, and that's before you even adjust the numbers for inflation. So what that tells us is that's why we can have a lot of confidence that this film's probably going to be $30 to $35 million domestically, and then you expand that out a little bit further, and that's how you get to that $300 million number, which is just, again, not a good look for this film. And that, to me, says a director who's just trying to sell tickets, because ultimately they're like, hey, I can get some money if the movie makes X amount of dollars, not because he's actually trying to save the franchise or anything.
No, I think he's being honest. I think he's saying, look, like, we don't know what the future, we don't know what the future is, but there's no way that you're going to see it if this movie flops. If this movie flops and no one goes see it, of course you're not going to have any chance to see Shazam in the future.
You know, it's just, I didn't consider the movie great. I considered it was meh, but parts were enjoyable. But I do think it's better than Black Adam, Quantumania, Multiverse of That. Like, it's probably the better superhero film of like the last year or two.
Can I ask you a question, Sean? And that's the reality. If this thing made fucking $750 million, you know damn well that they would include Shazam in the future of the rebooted DC. If Black Adam made $1 billion, you know damn well they'd find a way to fucking make that shit work. But it didn't. It was a financial failure.
But when have we started to? I don't know if this is a slight shot, but when have we started to kind of big up meh?
I know, right? Like it's a low bar.
When you're saying a movie's meh, that says to me in reality, I don't want to see more. It's you know.
And it's playing out like a meh movie. I mean, it's just going to be forgotten.
And look, it's actually really sad that a meh movie is the best superhero film we've gotten recently.
Yeah, that's where we are now.
Can I ask this? Can I ask this team of experts? Can I ask this team of experts what? And I legitimately do not know the answer, and I don't know how I feel about this. What does Michael Keaton's appearance as Batman mean for the DC?
Well, nothing anymore because he's not going forward by the sounds of it.
Well, it's a one-off. It's a member berry. It's nostalgia bait. It's to make you watch a movie with
It's a bigger opening weekend. That's what it is.
It's to make agreed, but it's also to make
it's a big opening weekend, but it's gonna have the massive
it's to
drop-off
make you
because the rest of
watch
the
a
film's not gonna be
film.
there.
It's to make you watch a film with 2 Ezra Millers. They needed something to balance out 2 effing Ezra Millers because they know he's not that popular. They know if it was just 2 Ezra Millers without Michael Keaton, nobody would go see this goddamn movie. But
technically 3 Ezra Millers.
Okay, Supergirl does look like Ezra Miller too. But it's going to have, but 1,000 Batmans will not make up for 2 Ezra Millers. It'll have a good opening weekend. And no matter how good it is, I am convinced James Gunn is just bullshitting everybody because he's already been proven to be bullshitting with the Ben Affleck statement. He's lying. They want you to see these movies.
And the Henry Cavill.
So there was something interesting that came out today. Ironically, I think they waited to leak this story until the bad Shazam news came out. But back in February, Tom Cruise was invited to a private screening of The Flash, and he thought it was incredible. David Zaslav said that he called up Andy Muschietti to rave about it and said that we need more movies like this.
Sure, he did.
This happened in February,
right.
and we don't. To be fair, you've heard as well, Gary. You've heard from some people that they think Flash was actually pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's testing really good.
Yeah,
we have actually heard some legitimate information that a lot of people do enjoy what they're seeing. But with as expensive as it is, it probably does need to hit $1 billion to break even. And to wait to leak this until the Friday of this terrible, disastrous Shazam news is definitely intentional.
Yeah, I mean, and they said that Tom Cruise actually, when he walked out of the cinema, he looked at the police officer and just said, "Freedom." That story really happened. That's really. I mean, I'm sure it happened, but it's just the way that they've released this is so clearly strategic. Like,
dude,
this is.
Kamala Harris is my Brie Larson. Okay, what you guys do to Brie Larson every day, I do to Kamala Harris. She's my Brie Larson. They're the same people. You want to talk about multiverses? I have a multiverse. Every single Jerry Nadler is my Warwick Davis. You ever seen that guy?
Only he's incontinent, you know?
AOC is my Jar Jar. It's incredible. We have our own cast of characters in politics. It's the same
AOC is a gem. Come on, she's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yes.
We got breaking news on the casting of Superman.
Timothy Chalamet.
See? Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes.
James Gunn makes his big Superman announcement like 2 days before Shazam comes out. Doesn't even let it breathe, right? Oh, here's my thing. That should tell, again, I repeat, he's going to cancel everything except for his wife. His wife will have all her stuff. She's appeared in more DC stuff than I think anybody.
Nerdrotic.com. Please subscribe.
Hey, if you like what we do here at Nerdrotic Daily, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you could do that with your favorite YouTuber as well, I'm sure they would appreciate it as much as I do.